Danny from KJ, Kumo D. Got Pedro up in here.
What's up?
Alright, guys, it's episode 23, and what today it is?
We got several topics today. A couple hours ago you posted your little Batman fan cast of what you like to see in the Batman movie.
Yes, indeed.
The Batman movie.
The Batman. The Batman. Batflex. Batflex. Batflex.
The Batflex.
Yes. Well, the people I chose, I've seen them in some TV shows and movies, and I'm like, you know what? You don't see that much in the big screen.
No.
Besides John Goodman. But, like, Evergreen. Oh,
Well,
yeah,
Evergreen.
Kate Beckinsale, yeah, she's been in some movies. But, like,
I like the first few, like they're movie people, like Evergreen, like she just had a movie came out last weekend. There's Peregrine's House of Peculiar Children.
right.
John Goodman, he's in almost everything. He's amazing. Kate Beckinsale had like that early 2000s, like Underworld
Yeah.
thing.
Underworld, I have that DVD, I love it.
And Shia LaBeouf, or LaBeouf.
LaBeouf.
I'm just calling him LaBeouf.
Boof. I agree.
He's a doofus.
Yes, he is a doofus. A little boof doof. Badoof, 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 doof. But yeah, I can't see him as Red Hood. Like I
See,
said.
but I don't like the guy, but I kind of see it. Surprisingly, because like the way I see it, it's like he's a good actor. I'm not gonna deny he's not, but it's just like he has like his antics. He's kind of like demented in some way. So like I feel like he kind of can show and portray that kind of craziness that Jason Todd has.
I guess, like, I just want to see the guy who voiced Red Hood.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I mean, he was in the video game. He was on the animated movie Under the Red Hood. Man, Ackles is freaking awesome. Like, you've seen him in Supernatural. You'd think, if he already been in the video games and the animated movie, why not put him in the actual live-action movie as Red Hood?
Yeah, it's sad because like his career didn't really blow up the way I thought it was gonna do. Like he kind of just stayed with Supernatural and didn't really expand from there.
Yeah, he's pretty much a voice actor from what I noticed at this point. But I think, yeah, let's have him in the Batman movie because we already heard these rumors. I'm not 100% sure it's gonna be legit that Ra's al Ghul, Talia al Ghul, is gonna be in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes sense if they show them at least maybe a few minutes as cameos. They had involvement with Jason Todd.
Yeah.
So let's bring them on. I did mention like a different group of characters from the Batman mythology, like Batwoman, Batwing. I'm not saying they all should be in that one movie, but within the years to come with DCU with Batman films, it's time for us to have them.
Yeah, definitely. And like Batman has such an arsenal of not only weapons, but of actual cast and family that you can add to the movie. So that's why the Bat Family. So that's why you can have several different iterations. You can have your Red Robin, you can have your Red Hood, you can have your Batgirl, your Orphan, like your Batwing, your Batwoman. Like it's such a large arsenal. It's not even everybody. Like there's still people that we haven't mentioned yet.
Exactly. Because in the next Superman movie, we already know Supergirl's gonna be in there.
Yeah.
Brainiac might be the main villain.
Mm-hmm.
Martian Manhunter. Martian Girl might be in there. There's rumors about that.
I would like to see all of them on the big screen because we haven't seen them.
Yeah, it would be so cool. Like if they're pulling that off, that would be cool. Like you get these guys out there and girls.
Mm-hmm.
Let's have them out there showing their skills on the big screen. Like we've watched them in animated movies. We saw it in comic books. We see it in video games. Hey, it's time for the big screen for these characters to be recognized because we got Justice League in the making. It's coming out next year, and it's like, well, basically, you know these characters, but you don't know the other characters were part of their lives, who made them become the leader of each category of the team. Like, besides just being part of Justice League, but like Batman, he has his own set teammates. He has the Robins, the Batgirls, other vigilantes that actually went and helped them out in the past.
Yeah, like besides like Green Lantern, Batman has the most the biggest cast of characters in all DC Comics.
Yeah, I didn't mention Huntress.
Huntress, yeah, that's true.
There's other characters you mentioned earlier besides having Bullock.
Harvey Bullock.
There's what's her name?
Montoya. Yeah.
I mean, she's another great character. She'll be awesome to see her in the movie. How about like Penguin and Harvey Dent, who just randomly show up, like they're teaming up with Batman. It's not, they never have teamed up with him. There was to an extent.
Oh, funny enough, that you mentioned about teaming up. You know, in the Detective Comics right now, I haven't kept up with the comics so far, but you know who's teaming up with them? With like a little team that Batman's assembling with Batwoman.
Oh yeah, was it Clayface, right?
Clayface, yeah.
Yeah, I was shocked by that. I was like, did he turn to a new leaf of crime fighting? Is he redeeming himself? So that's pretty interesting. Like, if they had him in the movie, it'd be like, oh, what's up, guys? What's going on? Like,
what the hell is this
exactly
large piece of crap?
Exactly, that'd be pretty cool. And, you know, I didn't mention Damian Wayne, because I don't think we'll see Damian Wayne anytime soon. Maybe in the next 10 years from now. Like, if they want to go past a second and third Batman movie, like, they'll just throw him in another Batman movie series, you know?
Well, yeah, and, like, you know, I think they shouldn't introduce him yet, because the thing is, like, you know, we want to have this Batman film, you know, to start off a series. We don't want to put all of our eggs in one basket. Like,
exactly.
Let's, you know, maybe not have them, but also tease them. Like, have them, you know, if you're going to have Talia and Rage, like, have them mention something about a prodigal son, or something along those lines, someone's demon, for example.
Yeah, I mean, Rage will always speak of having a heir, and he always pursue Bruce Wayne, Batman, to take over with his daughter.
Yeah. So why not have the spawn of those two be
exactly, you know, and we're giving out too much if you haven't read the comic books, you watch that animated movie. But yeah, I mean, Damian Wayne would be great, but like I said, it'd be too early, because if we mention Damian Wayne, then it would be like a disrespect to the other characters, like, once again, Tim Drake.
You're Dick Grayson, you're Jason Todd, you're Stephanie Brown, Cassandra Cain.
Exactly.
All these people.
So that's pretty cool that also, someday they'll be in there.
It's a little known secret. A lot of people don't like Damian
Wayne. Ooh, maybe at the beginning though.
No, I online, like, whenever I see forums about Damian Wayne, no one likes him. I like Damian Wayne, but apparently I'm like the only one that likes him.
Oh, Damian's kick-ass.
Oh, he's kick-ass, but people don't like him.
He's the most annoying badass that you want around.
Yeah, he's a dick. I know that, but Batman's a dick too, so
yeah,
he gets it from his dad.
Exactly, like, come on. You watch in the animated Batman series and you see the comic books with, well, not Nightwing, but when he was just normal Dick Grayson. And sometimes he gets so annoyed, it's like, but you finally tell me to jump in the Batmobile or not. Let me know what's going on. He's always leaving him hanging around like, oh, I gotta guess what he wants me to do.
Basically.
So, in a way, Damon is kind of like that. He's like, well, I'm just going my way. I'm just hoping you follow me. I'm leading, you know? So, and you see... exactly. So, that's pretty cool. Next topic I would like to speak of, the Punisher. I mean, Punisher is having a lot of great feedbacks from the Daredevil season 2.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
He's having his own show, and this week they started filming.
I'm so happy to hear that, because, like, Punisher was definitely one of the best highlights of season 2 of Daredevil.
Yes.
And to see him not only, you know, be back again, but also his own show, it's interesting, because the Daredevil season 2 was pretty dark, you know, a lot of dark things.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of dark stuff in there.
And, you know, in the way the character ended the show, you know, he kind of was like, okay, I'm going rogue, I'm going on my own, so what is he going to do? Is he going to go and hunt all the people that wronged him in the army, or is he, he's just trying to, you know, kind of like similar to like, kind of like a cowboy story, like he just goes out to just be himself, by himself, and people just like keep trying to bring him back.
I would expect him to be like that rogue vigilante, his state of mind, like what we read in the comics, what you saw in Daredevil. When he was in that court, he was like, I would do it again. I'll do it again. I'll go and kill his ass. And I was like, wow, that's awesome. But he's not going to be that crazy. I know he's just going to be a badass. He's going to go protect innocence. And so it's what he's all about, And remember, he's like, I'll see you later, Red. So we might see him pop up in Defenders next year. I mean, that would be awesome.
What if he's a villain of Defenders?
That would be cool. He would be like, your DC version of Jason Todd is just going rogue and crazy, and he's just tearing everybody apart just to prove a point.
Yeah.
So he could do that, but I don't think he's going to be like a main villain. I think he'll be like a semi-villain who turns, all right, fine, guys, I'll team up with you guys.
Let's say he's got kind of like a Deathstroke kind of role that, like, he's a mercenary, but, like, he's like, oh, you guys are in my way of getting paid, so it sucks for you guys.
It could be, I could see something like that, too. And since we're speaking of The Punisher, we saw Luke Cage came out last week on Netflix.
Yeah.
And,
he watched it, I have not seen it yet.
Phenomenal. But yeah, Luke Cage was it's great. It's in the modern timeline. They didn't go show you him with a lot of flashbacks in the 70s like you saw in his first issue comics was in the 70s.
With the really like tight shirt and like the band and
Yeah. I mean, there was a lot of cool spots of Luke Cage doing what he does best. Pretty much, he kicked a lot of ass, and there's a lot of ass kicking he received from others. I mean, he came too close to the point like he almost died.
Yeah. Oh, I bet. Like, I'm looking forward to watching it. It's just like I just haven't had the time. But hopefully, probably like in a month or so, we can have like a spoiler discussion where we hope you guys can get caught up.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna spoil it right away. I'm gonna give y'all like a month and a half or something because everybody got a busy life.
Yeah, and just talk about our opinions, and then guys in the comments below you can discuss your opinions as well once the video is up. But the thing that I wanted to talk about Luke Cage that I noticed online was kind of like this controversy about the
controversy in Luke Cage
about the fact that like the
black guy kicking ass.
Yeah, like like it's not really about the character itself, but like the fact that the show has mostly people of color and not a lot of white people. So a lot of people, or a vocal minority per se at least, they are offended because they feel like, oh, it's not diverse enough, it's racist show, it doesn't have white people in it. And like, have you seen movies and TV shows for the last 50 years where it's been mostly white and like no people of color? And I don't get it because
you have diverse. You have a Latin chick, Rosario Dawson, was played as a Cuban chick. She showed up. There were some Asian people. That's diverse. There's some white actors that was in there. So I don't know what these people talking about.
It's because like I noticed that like a lot of people aren't used to seeing a lot of black people on the screen together. That's honestly it. And it's like, oh wow, too many blacks. We can't have that in the show.
I guess they haven't watched Harlem from Richard Pryor and Eddie Murphy. Harlem Nights, guys. You need to check that out.
That's a great movie.
If I was gonna make Luke Cage movie, I would have loved to have that type of time setting. That would be so awesome. And then, fast forward and he's there, in the 1990s.
And yeah, and the thing is, like, Harlem is a very minority centered, is it a borough or is it like a
It's pretty much a community, kind of like a city within the borough. The thing is that if you pay attention to Luke Cage episodes, that one lady who was supposedly running for office and everything, or she's a senator. I'm not going to reveal too much of that. That's what you guys need to go and watch if you haven't watched it. She did spoke of this is a certain type of community. And they literally told you right there, like in the first couple episodes, like this is what it is. They're not gonna try to make it. I don't know, like, there wasn't no black people in Harlem. Like, it's Harlem, and Harlem's diverse when you think about it. But yeah, I mean, in this TV show, who's the character? It's Luke Cage. They show some flashbacks of how he became Luke Cage too. So. Appreciate that they went in that detail.
Yeah, and it's definitely a love letter to the Harlem, the culture, and like the people that live in that community.
Exactly.
And and I'm happy for that. And it's just like it bothers me that people complain for a non-issue. We don't complain. Like the Avengers are all white. Except for Black Panther and Sam Wilson,
who eventually showed up like 2 movies later.
Everybody's white, like Iron Man, Captain America, Hulk, Black Widow, the Olsen or what's her name?
I know you're talking about.
Olsen.
Yeah, I know.
Olsen, the guy who played Quicksilver, Hawkeye.
Wait a minute, we
Spider-Man,
had Samuel Jackson,
Ant-Man.
I mean,
well, he's the leader, okay.
But
still, it's just like
people going to say that we did have a black guy, Samuel Jackson.
See, but that's the thing.
That's what we could think of.
But that's not diverse. Like everybody's white, and then one black guy.
Exactly.
See, Luke Cage is very diverse. So don't complain about that.
Exactly. I didn't have no problem about diverse in any of these movies, these TV shows. I watch it what it is based on, the character, the setting, the timeline.
Yeah.
Like, what else do you guys want to complain more? I mean, damn, it's a show. Enjoy it.
If you were to make the argument that I haven't seen the show, so I'm just making an assumption Luke Cage is not a compelling main character because such and such. Okay, you can make a valid argument based on the character itself, not the character's race.
Right. But he is.
I'm pretty sure he's a badass. So
he's one of the great Marvel characters that's never been launched into a big screen. That's probably you're not gonna say, oh yeah, he's just Luke Cage and whatever. And then speaking of Luke Cage, his best pal comes in next year, spring 2017, Iron Fist. It's Iron Fist. They're gonna meet up sooner or later in that show too.
Heroes for Hire.
Indeed. And then next thing you know, what's after that? Defenders.
So it's gonna be a great year next year for Netflix. Definitely.
Yeah. I mean, if they're already filming for Punisher, right?
So I was surprised honestly with that news because I wasn't expecting them to start filming so soon since Iron Fist is still filming.
Oh, I already said it before. They're gonna try to rush Punisher either before or after Defenders within the same year. We might end up having not just 2 or 3, but there's maybe a possibility of another character coming out with the new season, or there's a brand new character with its own show. And I'm pretty hyped for that.
That could be interesting.
Yeah.
So our last 2 stories are DC related.
Yeah. Krypton. Supposedly they starting a cast.
I don't care at this point.
Give me a trailer. Give me
exactly.
something better. You're just talking about, we cast this person. I'm like, alright, okay.
Give me a trailer. Give me a release date. And what's the show? Because we discussed this a couple of episodes, probably 5 or 10 episodes ago about Krypton when it first announced.
Right.
And we weren't sure what the show is about. Apparently it's had to do with Superman's family,
his grandfather family, and his father, and his mother family. The whole whatever. They're gonna
Alora and
yeah, I mean
it's so confusing. I don't get what
they're gonna try to be more of the royal family. Suppose that's what it's gonna be about.
You know what?
Somewhat.
You know what?
Kind of Game of Thrones type of thing. That's what I'm looking at here.
They're trying to do a Game of Thrones with Krypton, which makes sense. Market something that is popular now, but make it clear. I guess because Game of Thrones is a confusing show if you haven't seen it for the first time. But once you start reading, because they have books so you can actually extract Superman, in terms of his family history, is not really well known.
Yeah,
you have to really look for it online.
I guess, but they're just trying to pull off another DC show when they should have just pulled off a brand new character. They're just let's grow off of Superman, and one way they're gonna try to milk it, and it could fail at that at the same time.
Yeah.
My next topic is we're speaking today.
Or good shows that we are actually excited about.
Yeah. October 4th, he has returned on TV. Season 3, Flash.
Run, Barry, run.
Flashpoint. It's gonna be a main topic, storyline for maybe 2 or 3 episodes. There's even a room there might be just 1 episode, but I can't see it as 1 episode.
I mean, that sounds break me if it's it's only 1 episode. I'm like, oh,
If you just did one episode, I'd be like, so you guys made us wait so long for one episode? That will piss me off.
But yeah, and like, let's, since it's like the beginning of the season, like, what are your expectations for this season of Flash? Of course, Flash is going to be a big thing for at least the first 3 episodes.
I would say
beyond that, what's going to happen?
I say new villains, as always. Jesse Quick is returning. Harrison Wells is returning. Pretty much the whole crew is returning, but with the whole Flashpoint, and I know at some point, like maybe if it's extended to 2 or 3 episodes, he's going to try to fix it, and when he fixes it, it's still going to be different from what it was before.
Yeah.
That kind of connects what I heard rumors of Supergirl, Earth, and Arrow. Like, things going to change a little bit.
Yeah, I would like to see, since like Supergirl thing premieres next week.
Supergirl premieres next week. Legends of Tomorrow premiere next week.
And this week is just Arrow and Flash.
Right.
Okay, I can dig with that. Mm-hmm. So I'm honestly, besides Flashpoint, I really want to see Gorilla Grodd come back and have like a Grodd.
I have a feeling we're gonna have a lot of Grodd stories in between. We'll probably have Gorilla City, all of that. So, guys, you have any questions? Drop it here. Have a good one, guys. Peace out.
Peace.